you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY. He's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls with the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, that's right. Whip your lovin' on me.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces, for my day. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye, cause I can never really want you unless it's money or prize. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep. Homie got a pump.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. From the gun, Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, Well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, Smith to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to throw, Smith. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ballgame.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
They'll run here on first down. Works his way to the 35. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down. Back to the well again. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Complete. It's Ingram. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, it's Smith. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey. 13 in.
Smith to the air now. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They go play action. Here's Smith. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. They're going to try with the wideout. And it's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole nother set of issues for defenses.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Raiders get to it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Sending a receiver left. Smith on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Deep drop this time. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. And again, it's Smith. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Completed to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Smith. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. They're running the option, short side. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, trio left.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. It's a design boot. Vacates quickly left side. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Can't go out of bounds and be the first one to touch it coming back in. As they say, that is an easy call. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's a give up the middle. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Broncos looking down a very long field. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And a massive hit at the end of that play, oh baby. But he hangs on through it, still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running back sent in motion left. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Nix from the gun. That finds Vele, complete. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Putting a receiver in motion. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
4th and forever coming up. And they're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. There he goes, right sideline. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick-6 to watch.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. Searches from the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Nix. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Nix with it on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a...
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Raiders get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
1st down, Smith to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders making a 24-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him.
At their own 15-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
It's Nix out of the pistol. That's complete to Vele. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. In on the tackles, Jonathan Cooper. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Smith. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. And they'll pitch it out to him. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So we're through 3 here. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Broncos had their eye on that play clock, and before it expires, they call a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They send a man in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Escapes a defender. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Myers, the motion man here. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders nearing their 9th win of the season. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Sutton, the man in motion, headed right. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.